News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. The White House says President Biden's student loan forgiveness plan could cost $24 billion a year. Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre made that assessment Thursday night on CNN. Said that assumes that 75% of U.S. students take advantage of the plan. A federal judge is ordering the Justice Department to release a redacted affidavit related to the FBI search former President Trump's Florida home. Story from Mark Mayfield.
Despite his decision, the judge said the government has proved parts of the affidavit should be kept under wraps. That's because he said the identities of witnesses and law enforcement would be revealed. So would the investigation's strategy, direction, scope, sources, and methods. The affidavit should be made public by noon Eastern Time.
President Biden is slamming former President Trump and his supporters.
MAGA Republicans don't just threaten our personal rights and economic security. They're a threat to our very democracy. They refuse to accept the will of the people. They embrace political violence. They don't believe in democracy.
His comments came in a fiery speech Thursday in Maryland. Biden accused Trump and extreme MAGA Republicans of seeking to take the country backward and choosing anger, violence, hate, and division. The rally kicked off a Democratic midterm push just months before November's elections. Today is Women's Equality Day, and the White House is marking the occasion by promoting abortion rights. Senior White House officials today will meet with state and local leaders to discuss ways to safeguard access to abortions. Elected officials from Kansas, Maryland, New York, and North Carolina are expected to attend. Kentucky police are investigating a shooting at a homeless shelter Thursday night.
Upon arrival, our officers found 4 victims with gunshot wounds.
At least 2 people are said to have died in the incident in Henderson. Authorities say the suspect, who was reportedly a resident at the center, has been taken into custody. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
Good morning. Let's have a look at your Sky Watch weather forecast for today. We are looking at mostly sunny skies. Temperature is going to be around 85 degrees. Tonight we're looking at mostly clear skies. Temperatures around 65. For tomorrow we're looking at sunny conditions. Temperatures around 86. Tomorrow night partly cloudy. Lows around 65. Sunny skies Sunday. Temperatures around 88 degrees. And then Monday a 50% chance of rain. Highs around 89. Works 96.7 WORX, online at WORXradio.com. It is 9:04. Right now, a mix of sun and clouds, 70 degrees. And at this time next week, I'm sure my 2 guests here in studio are going to be hoping maybe for about 6 degrees cooler, but the conditions, though, about the same, as we are here to talk about the incredible car show, which, of course, has been on the riverfront for now. This will be the 25th year. Here in Madison. Of course, it's always held around Labor Day weekend. And I have Jim Wilkins and Angela Birch joining me here in studio today. Both of you, good morning to you. How are you today?
Good morning. Doing great. Thanks for having me.
Angela, how are you?
Good.
Okay. We may end up having to share. I don't know what's wrong with your microphone there, Angela. It is flipped on? Huh. Okay. I don't know what's wrong with that. Jim, do you want to move over just so that way we can maybe share?
We can share.
I don't know what's wrong with that one there, but well, we can share. That's okay. Sharing is a good thing. Something I learned when I was a kid. Okay, improvising here, folks. All right, so we are here to talk about the car show. First of all, how are things going with the planning of the car show this year? How's everything going?
It's extremely coming along. Let's put that. We're real excited. We're a week away. So we're at that point. If we don't have it, we're not going to have it. But it is really coming together nicely this year.
Jim, I'm going to ask you, because you're kind of the car show expert here. People bring their shows, their shows. They bring their cars from so many different places. Talk about the car show and, all these kind of cars that people bring to the show.
Oh, we're looking forward to a variety of vehicles. Our show is open to any make, any model. Everything from Camaros to Subarus. We have over 75 awards. 25 of those will be for the specialty type vehicles, those best Camaros, best Mustangs, etc. They will bring out everything from the Model Ts to the new Corvette. So we're really excited to see what shows up.
Now, Jim, I have to ask, what's your personal favorite as far as the cars go?
Well, being that I'm a president of a Camaro club, I have to say that 5th generation Camaros is my favorite.
See, I always loved the Corvettes. I don't know why. I just always loved Corvettes, and I actually got to visit the Corvette Museum. So I was always which I recommend to anybody if you get a chance because it is fun. But you see these people, everyone bringing these cars, but then you see a lot of older cars as well, and that's got to be cool to see. Because some of these are from like the 1930s, correct?
Yes, definitely, and even older than that. This show definitely, I have seen it draw the original Model Ts. I mean, just a variety of cars. I mean, you can't imagine the variety. Like I said, pretty much the entire lifespan of the automotive industry will show up at this.
Well, and the other amazing thing is, for so many of these people, this isn't their full-time job. They have full-time jobs, or maybe they're retired. And for like the original Model T, you said something like that. It's unbelievable the amount of work and the amount of money that these people put into these cars.
Yes, it's definitely a passion to take a vehicle, work on it. I give a quick example. I have an 85 Firebird I also bought new and have drug along since 1985.
Okay.
And that is one of my passions.
How often do you drive it now?
As often as possible. It needs a little work, so mainly in the brake area. So it will go, but it doesn't stop too well. So I have to be a little.
I looked outside. I'm like, I didn't see a retro car here this morning.
No. I figured I better do the truck. I wasn't quite sure where this hill was going to take me this morning.
Well, you're good here. I understand. You talk about this. What is it about cars that got you so interested? What is it about old cars that you enjoy so much?
Just the beauty, the craftsmanship that they at one time put in. I mean, I hate to say we're getting today so into electric vehicles. The days of the hot rod, 57 Chevys, that kind of thing is going to go away, it looks like. So to me, that tradition of taking that vehicle, keeping it like it was new, really making a passion out of doing that and showing it, and not for the awards, but for the enjoyment of other people seeing your vehicle.
If I never drive an electric car in my life, I will be a very happy man. I really, really will. Just saying. When people enter these cars, have they already entered their cars, or do they enter the day of?
We actually have both. We had a pre-registration, but it did end back on the 13th, just because we had to have time to get the paperwork and the confirmations back. But we definitely have day of show registration. Our gates will open at 9 a.m. for parking. Our registration will be from 10 a.m. to 12. They can register there. We have goodie bags and dash plaques for our first 100 registered. I'm not sure what else, but we've had a pretty good turnout with our pre-registration. I do know that since we've come out of COVID the last couple of years, every car show in the area has absolutely been packed. Maxed out capacities of their parking availability. So that's kind of what we're prepping for and anticipating and hoping for.
You mentioned that, and COVID, of course, was it was what it was, but coming out of this, and so many people, maybe they don't have cars, but they see so many different things. And one thing I remember with the time I was down there was the owners of these cars, they love talking about their cars, and they encourage you to ask questions. Now, touching them, obviously, that's kind of up to the owner itself, because there are some people that don't mind. There's some people like, whatever. Some, though, are like, hold on a minute. But they love talking about them.
Yeah, depends on that paint job.
Agreed.
And does that leave a handprint? Because it all depends. There are some definitely get the kids in there, take the pictures, whatever, and then there are the ones that are very concerned, and it does take a lot of work, in a lot of cases, a lot of money for folks to restore those Model Ts and those paint jobs. So, yeah, people will always talk to you about it, but a lot of them, no, don't touch. Please don't touch.
Yeah. And respect that. I mean, and I'm sure if you ask them, they'll tell you. Now, this is obviously in Madison, but I'm sure you have people coming from many places for this event. Where do you have people coming from?
Our very first pre-registers were out of Indianapolis, which surprised me. I've had one, Junction City, Tennessee, which I believe I calculated was a little over 200 miles coming up. I have seen Florida at these shows before. They come from all over. People love car shows on this riverfront.
Absolutely, and the riverfront makes it even better.
Yes, I've been in this area just as a participant about 12 years. doing car shows. And that is always the prime parking on that river.
Absolutely. Angela, let me go to you, because another thing we do with this event is it is also a fundraiser for the Salvation Army. Can you go ahead and talk about that?
Yes, this is the Salvation Army's biggest fundraising event. We couldn't make this possible without our title sponsor, German American Bank. We also have some other main sponsors, Trilogy Health Services and Arvin Sango. This is our 25th anniversary, so it's very exciting for us, and we're looking forward to having a lot of food vendors down there this year. We have a lot of other vendors. We're going to have some people down there taking pictures. We've got people down there pinstriping automobiles. We have our new captain's going to be down there, Captain Janelle, so we're excited to have her here in Madison this year.
I was going to ask about the new cap. I met Janelle last week, and I think you said she's going to be here Monday. Now, obviously, I won't be here Monday, but it is always kind of an adjustment when we get a new captain for Salvation Army, but it seems like she's adapting well.
She has. She's jumped in both feet. Everyone loves her. She's very involved, very hands-on.
Absolutely. You mentioned, the food vendors down there. That's always nice for people, because for some people, they make a whole day out of this. They sit down there, they'll go to each individual car, they'll talk with the owners of the cars, then they'll go get food, and then they'll go down to Bicentennial Park, and they'll listen to music the rest of the night.
Yes, we have the Doctors Band. It's going to be here. They'll be starting to play at 6, and then following them would be the Monarchs at 8 p.m.
And they're great bands, too.
They are a great band, always sold out.
Now, is this a free event to go to the concert?
This is a free event.
Awesome. We are going to take a break right now, and we'll come back and chat more with Jim and Angela after this here on Works 96.7.
This is a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup sound experiment. We're looking to find the perfect way to hear Reese's so you'll buy more of them. Here we go. Reese's, 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 Reese's. Hey, get out of here, you little stinker. Reese's.
Reese's. Reese's.
Peanut Butter Cups. That breathy one sounded very creepy, am I right?
I absolutely love my dog, but the constant shedding, not so much. But then I got a Swiffer Sweeper pet kit, and it is amazing. These super thick cloths pick up a crazy amount of hair. Just look at all that. And that was from just one swipe. And the best part? Sweeper's so much easier to maneuver than a broom or a vacuum, easily getting around chairs and under the couch. You're right. Now I can focus on you, not your shedding. Swiffer Sweeper Pet Kit, because shed happens.
There's always time for the drive-thru deal, because no matter how fast you are at making breakfast, McDonald's is faster.
There's a deal for every busy morning at McDonald's. Now order any size McCafe iced coffee for only $2. Try flavors like French vanilla, sugar-free French vanilla, or caramel. Get your McDonald's fast when you order ahead on the app.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. McDonald's app download and registration required.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
It's week number 2 of the high school football season, and this Friday night, your area sports leader, Works 96.7 WORX, heads over to Cub Field for the very first time as the Madison Cubs host the South Dearborn Knights.
And he's going to go for Yancey's wide open touchdown. Boy, that was too easy. 18 yards out, and that was a perfect throw from Caden Oliver to Colin Yancey. And into the end zone for a touchdown. Go the Cubs. And quickly it's 6-0 on the first drive of the ball game.
Madison is looking to bounce back after a tough loss in week 1 and are looking to avenge a loss to South Dearborn that they suffered in the sectional a year ago after they had defeated South Dearborn in the regular season just last year.
Take the snap. It'll be a quarterback keeper. No, he's not going to make it. Cubs hold on 4th down. Boy, nice job by the Cub defense.
Join us for all the coverage on Friday night, beginning with the pregame show set to go at 6:40 p.m. with the kickoff slated for 7 p.m.
Throw it over the middle. Yancey wide open again. He'll make the catch and trot into the end zone. From Oliver to Yancey, this time from 38 yards out.
It's the Cubs and the Knights under the Friday night lights as we hit Cub Field for the first time this season, and we'll have complete coverage on your award-winning area sports leader, Works 96.7 FM, WORX.
Thanks for calling Toyota. This is Jan. How can I help?
Hi, thanks for telling my family and me about Toyota's national sales event. We got a new RAV4 during the event, and it's been great.
Well, that makes me happy. Right now through September 6th, it is the best time to drive off in a new Camry Hybrid, Tacoma, and more. So what are you up to?
You know, we took the RAV4 to a great spot, and now we're exploring a cave.
Amazing.
Yeah, my wife talked me into spelunking. I'm actually a complete and absolute amateur. Huh, I could have done without the echo on that.
Toyota's national sales event is on. Visit your participating Toyota dealer today to enjoy every last second of summer. Right now, get 1.9% APR for 48 months on many of Toyota's most popular models. Toyota, let's go places.
1.9% APR financing for 48 months for $265,000 borrowed on approved credit from Toyota Financial Services. Does not include taxes, license, type, registration fees, and dealer fees. Does not include college daughter military rebate. Varies by region. See dealer for details. Offer ends 9/6/22.
Every 6 minutes, a utility line is damaged by reckless digging. So Indiana relies on 811 superheroes like Steve the plumber.
I contact 811 before I do my work.
Mary the gardener.